Hi students, this is it. This is the final week of the class. We're in week 8 and this will be our final weekly announcement. So I first wanted to take a moment just to say good job everyone. These last 8 weeks have gone by very quickly, and yet at the same time I know they have been busy and in a lot of cases full of challenges for a lot of us. So I just wanted to say good job sticking with things, sticking with the course, seeing it through to the end. So you deserve a lot of credit for that because it's not easy right now. There's so many things going on in our world and so many different directions we're being pulled in currently, and sometimes it's hard to come back and focus on things, and I just wanted to let you all know that I'm very proud of the way that you have been able to do that you have been able to keep up and stay on task. And again, if you ever got off, a lot of you were really good about letting me know, and again, we worked things out, and that's kind of the point, right? That idea of flexibility. My goal is to see you all complete this class successfully. That's what I want for all of my students. And if anyone has struggled, hopefully you have felt comfortable reaching out to me and letting me know what you're struggling with. And then I will always try to come up with ways that I can help. And that extends into this week as well. We've got two big things, big pieces of the class that are coming together this week. You have the exam and you have your Green Tech presentation, and that's a lot of points that are still remaining out there. So as you're getting ready this week, please feel free to reach out to me. If you want me to look over your study guide, or if you're doing the essay exams and you've got your tentative answers to your essays and you want me to look through them, I would be more than happy to do that for you. Just send them over to me and I'll give you feedback, and I'll give you, information on places I think maybe where you could improve, or if there's information you didn't have quite right, I'll help point you in the right direction, or otherwise I'll say that looks fantastic, you're good to go, you're ready for the exam. So I'm more than happy to provide that for anyone who wants it. Just email me again either your essay study guide or the traditional study guide with your answers, and if there's specific areas that you want me to look at, just please let me know. So let's go ahead and just very briefly go through. Again, we're down here in our week 8 folder. Let me turn it on this way for you all. And what you should notice is that, again, some information about the exam first and foremost. It has been available ever since last week, but I don't believe anybody's attempted to take it yet, which again, I get, give yourself time. There's no rush. You have until the end of the day on Sunday. Knowing that the exam could take as long as 90 minutes, I would start this exam no later than 10 o'clock Sunday night just to be safe. Please also keep in mind, however, I will not be available to answer technical difficulties you might have if you wait until the very last minute Sunday night to take this test. So if it's 11:45 and you're just starting the exam and you run across a problem, I'm not awake, I won't be able to help you. So try to do it earlier in the day if possible. And again, I know we have lots of things, work schedules, other courses you're taking, family obligations, whatever it has to be. But the sooner you can attempt this, the better. And that way I am here to help you troubleshoot any problems you might have. So once again, remember, you're going to choose one of these two exams. You don't need to do both. So either the traditional exam, which is multiple choice, or the essay exam, which will be 6 essay questions. Those 6 essay questions will be chosen at random from the 10 questions that I gave you. So each student who takes the exam will see a different mix of questions, but it will come from those 10 questions that I've already given you. So that is exam information. Once again, don't forget you have to download the Lockdown browser. I know I've mentioned like 5 times, but sometimes repetition is key. You have to download the Lockdown browser first. Open the Lockdown browser. It'll take you right to Blackboard, log in on Blackboard, and then come back to the exam. If you click this link and it asks for a password, you're doing it wrong. Back up and go back and go through Lockdown browser. This is the link to upload your green technology presentations. I've already had a couple students who have done that, so to Sammy and Bradley, thank you very much for doing that already. So these are the presentations that you can watch. Mine's just a here's what you could do kind of a presentation. It's a sample. But you can certainly watch the other students, and then whenever you're ready for your presentation, just go ahead and click the green button. And once again, you can either record something through a laptop or an app if you want to use the app on your phone, or you can also upload a video that you have previously recorded, again, either through a computer or through the app. You can do it either way. Once you've finished with that, with your presentation, you can go ahead and do the self-evaluation, which you're just going to answer these questions. And then once we have some people who've posted their videos up there, go ahead and watch somebody's presentation and then just answer these questions about their presentation. So that does it for required content this week. There is still a matter of extra credit, which I don't believe I've received from anyone yet. So extra credit is in the course materials folder here. So I've given you all the opportunity of doing a personal e-waste audit. It's similar to the trash can diary assignment that you did a few weeks ago. You write down what electronics you've owned and what's happened to them over the years. And again, it's not difficult, and then you answer some questions. So this too is due on Sunday. So please keep in mind that any outstanding assignments have to be completed by the end of this week. So our class finishes on Sunday. Starting Monday morning, you will no longer be able to access content on Blackboard. You'll still be able to get on the Blackboard course, but only because I want you all to be able to access the gradebook. So the gradebook will be available for a few days so I can get grades turned in so that you all can see your grades, but you won't be able to submit any assignments. So all of those things close. So please make sure that you get in this last week's assignment. So our Module 7 assignments, there were a few students who had some outstanding things on that. And again, you can still turn them in this week. You might lose a point or two for a late submission, but it's not the end of the world. A point or two shouldn't make or break your grade. And if it does, then you can do your extra credit and then you don't have to worry about it. So you can still turn those things in. And again, also remember the green tag presentations. One last thing, I didn't have anybody join me this morning on my first study session, and that's okay. I get it. Lots of things going on and we're busy, but I did want to point out that there are 2 more sessions. So I'm going to hold a session tomorrow night starting at 7 o'clock, and then I'm going to hold one on Wednesday starting at 4 o'clock. So both of those sessions, again, are open-ended. You can pop in anytime during that hour. You don't have to be there exactly at 7. That's just when I'm going to open the session. You can come any time between 7 and 8 and come with any questions that you may have. All right. So again, just wanted to remind everybody of that. No one came by this morning, but that's okay. I was there just waiting, but I'd rather be there and have no students come versus not have these sessions, and then you all have all these questions and you're not sure when you can ask them to me. So I'd rather err on the side of caution and be available just in case. So I think that about does it. I will once again send out a reminder on Wednesday, and also once again sort of our final wrap up on Sunday. If you at all have any questions, or if there's anything I can help you with as far as getting ready for this exam, please let me know. Grades are due to the college on Tuesday the 28th. So that means that I will have your grades for you by then. Hopefully, I'd like to have them for you by the end of the day on Monday the 27th. It'll just kind of depend on how long it takes me to get through those essay exams, because it can take a while depending on how many of you choose to do the essay exams. Those take a lot more of my time for grading than the traditional exam does. But in any case, my goal is to get your grades to you by the end of the day on the 27th. Otherwise, you'll have them by noon on the 28th. So once again, thank you, everyone. Thanks for joining the class this summer. I hope you were able to take away some information. It sounds like a lot of you are very aware of these issues, and a lot of you are already doing things that try to make a difference, whether it's having less meat in your diet, whether it's using public transportation or getting around on your bike more, or whether it's making choices to buy things that aren't in plastic or use less plastic. A lot of you seemed to be aware of some of the problems the environment was facing, and you've already looked at how you can make a difference. But then I've also seen that more of you are also saying, I've done this, but maybe I can do more. And that's great. That's wonderful. That's what we need. We need young people like you who want to make a difference. And I know that you all do. So I have a lot of hope for the future. So if you remember that very first post we did on the discussion board where I asked you what you thought the earth would look like in 500 years, and some of you were a little bit like, oh, the planet will be destroyed, or we'll have to move somewhere else because, we're polluting this place. Hopefully you walk away feeling a little bit more hopeful. It's not all bad. It's not all doom and gloom. There's a lot of things that we can do, and I really do think that it all starts with you. So thank you again. Thanks for a great class, and good luck to everybody this fall wherever you may be. Bye, everybody.